All right, what's up, everyone, and welcome to Unquiet Live. We are coming at you from the Haven in Pomona, California. Massive shout out to the Haven and the team here letting us use this awesome space. It's a small venue outside of LA, and they just do such good things for the community and focus on a lot of upcoming bands and touring musicians and just do a bunch of great stuff. So shout out to the Haven. Love y'all. And with that, I'm very excited to be introducing Unquiet Live and our very first guest. This is an artist that we've been wanting on the show for a really long time. We've had our eyes on for a really long time. We've been fans of for a really long time. So very, very stoked that he's here. He just released his new EP. It's called LOBO. You could listen to that right now. And that artist is Jasper. What's up, Jasper?
Hey, thanks for having me.
Dude, of course. Thank you so much for being here. The EP is incredible. I'm stoked to talk about it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's going to be great. But yeah, you want to get into the first one, then we'll chat it up?
Yeah. I'll start with this song. It's called Strangers. Get to this place, didn't think I'd love you this way. No way. You used to be so right to me. Why is this starting to break? When you act like we're just strangers, look away, girl, I can't face it. Do you know me? Will you hold me? Back and forth, I can't keep chasing. Wish you tell me if we make it. Do you know me? Girl, just hold me. You've been away. Yesterday I thought of you and swear that I smell flowers, but open up my eyes, I guess it's just a lonely hour. Do you still think of me? This ain't the way it should be. I've been searching for this feeling, but it just ain't the same. Gotta play the same game till I find my own way. When you act like we're just strangers, look away, girl, I can't face it. Do you know me? Will you hold me? Back and forth, I can't keep chasing. Wish you'd tell me if we make it. Do you know me? Girl, just hold me. You've been away.
So good.
Sick.
So
thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much again for being here. Very, very stoked. Yeah, I've been listening to the EP so much. It's so good. Congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I wanted to kind of dive in with that, but first, I feel like it's been a minute since you've released some music. You know, I feel like you've been kind of quiet on the scene for a couple of years, right? Since like 2019.
Yeah, it took like a 2-year hiatus, like around 2 years. Yeah, 2018. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. So during that time, were you still making music and working on stuff, or did you kind of put down the project? And
on and off. I feel like I started writing it technically the summer after the first summer going into pandemic, I want to say. Yeah, I was on a camping trip in Yosemite and I just was feeling inspired, so I started writing the intro song and then the outro song, or what ended up being the last song. But I think what was interesting is back then I didn't know which was going to be which, and like I didn't really go into it with the intention of writing a project, but then I just had a lot to say, I guess, and then it kind of slowly developed into a project.
Wow. That's awesome. I love how that started with Yosemite, you said?
Yeah, I love to camp, so
that's dope.
I feel like it was just nice to be isolated and helps you think.
Oh, totally. Yeah, there's something to say about that, like connection with nature, I feel like.
Definitely.
Yeah, when you step out of the crazy manicness of Los Angeles and everything going on.
Yeah, especially coming from LA, because it's so oversaturated here.
Yeah.
That it's like nice to just breathe some fresh air.
Heck yeah, that's dope. And you come back with Things Change, and it's just like the step up production wise. I mean, the whole song is amazing, but like just how it sounds just like $1 million. Like it's crazy. Like it sounds so good.
Yeah,
like the mixing, the engineering, the production is it's crazy.
Yeah, shout out Cowboy Lansky. I've been working on stuff with him since pretty much the beginning, since like Oscuridad. So it's been so sick to just be in the studio locked in and like watch each other grow, like learn from each other.
Yeah.
And then I had the privilege of having Matt Kahn mix that song, which did like, you know, the Weeknd stuff, and Moses Sumney. So thankfully it was in good hands.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Great hands. That's so funny. Now that you say Moses Sumney, I do feel like that for that song specifically.
Yeah, the mix was a little,
Yeah, that's dope. And you decided to come back with that song, which is like obviously deeply personal, I'd imagine. And coming back after all these years kind of and putting that one out first must have been a little nerve-wracking, I imagine.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. How was that experience, just like getting it out in the world?
Yeah, I feel like anxiety and me have been best friends for forever. So I feel like naturally when you put so much personal experience into something that you create, it like creates a little bit more pressure once it's out there, because it's like, I don't know, it's hard to receive judgment on something when it's so personal.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there was like that inner voice in me that was like, fuck it, you need to just like put this out there and like start this next chapter and kind of get that going. Nice.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, is there somebody that you like play songs for first, or who help you through like the like getting you out of your own head kind of thing?
Yeah, definitely my closest friends. Yeah. My parents, funny enough, I like their input. I feel like they are responsible or a huge contribution to my musical influence and taste. So I really value theirs.
That's dope. That's really cool. And I don't know. I feel like that song and the whole EP, which I want to talk more about, but I don't know. I feel like that song should be in like every movie and TV show. It's just like this such like a cinematic thing. It's so
I love
good.
that you mentioned that, because I definitely made it with the intention of just creating something more dynamic and like more movie-like. And I myself have been trying to like venture into film and just things like that. So
cool. From like a film like director, or like
like I started making my own videos for this EP along with one of my best friends. So it's been cool to kind of put on a new hat that I wasn't really used to.
Totally. Hell yeah. And then you came back as Jasper. Mm-hmm. So was there like a specific reason for the name change, or did you just like a new chapter, new kind of thing?
I think it was a little bit of both, where like I feel like the last year and change was very metamorphic, so I feel like it just made sense to kind of let that go and start a new era. While also I think when I created Jasper Bones initially, it was like a way of me to, I think, embrace everything about myself and like not in like the deepest way, but like body dysmorphia, things like that. So I feel like by letting that go, I felt like I didn't really need that to be my confidence, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Dang. Was that pretty hard to get to?
Actually,
or did it feel like
kinda
freeing to?
Yeah, I feel like it took a lot of meditating and like self-reflecting, learning, unlearning. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, you feel it in the music for sure. Like, yeah, it just feels like such a step, like, again, production wise, of course, but even like lyrically and just like thematically what's going on. It's great. It's so great.
Thank you.
But yeah, do you want to get into one more and then we'll keep talking about it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
This next one is Midnight Soldier. It's the last song on the EP.
Cool.
It's midnight, can't sleep, I'm wide awake, 'cause there's one thing on my brain, and I figured I should say it's you. And that if you wanted to, I could be there in a few, 'cause I'm really in the mood for you. Yeah. So baby, let me know, it's a green light, it's a go, 'cause I'm ready for the show tonight. I'm ready for the show tonight. Let's keep it minimal. I want it nice and slow. We don't gotta let it go. Let me love on you some more. Let's keep it minimal. I want it nice and slow. We don't gotta let it go. Let me love on you some more. Let's take it slowly. Show me that you know me. Don't go too fast, I might crash. Felt the rush, let it pass. In the past it was bad. I want this shit to last. Don't want this shit to crash. I want this shit to last, yeah. It's been a while. It's been a while since I last felt this way. And I'm going down. Oh, I'm going down, but I might just be okay. Tells as the moonlight sails, but the night is good when we're by ourselves. So tonight I'm yours as the rainfall pours. Let me keep you warm, we can stay indoors. Let's keep it minimal. I want it nice and slow. We don't gotta let it go. Let me love on you some more. Let's keep it minimal. I want it nice and slow. We don't gotta let it go. Let me love on you some more. Let's keep it minimal. I want it nice and slow. We don't gotta let it go. Let me love on you some more. Let's keep it minimal. I want it nice and slow. We don't gotta let it go. Let me love on you some more. Yeah.
Yes, love it.
Thank you.
Great way to end it too. Like the part about that song that I love so much is the lyric of kind of saying like, I just want this to last. Because it's like, it's crazy when, and I think a lot of anxious people could relate, because it's like when you have such a good thing going on and it's like your mind is always making you worry and like anxious of like, oh, like this shit's probably gonna crash. Like it's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, so I don't know. I always just love that lyric, and it's cool that you kind of it's really cool that throughout this whole EP, you've made yourself really kind of vulnerable in that sense and just kind of like saying everything on your mind, you know?
Yeah. Hell yeah. I appreciate that interpretation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that song was like
where I think when I finished that song, I feel like I was at a more comfortable position in life with just myself and like myself as an individual overall. So it was a good like coming home moment, kind of, where I feel like I'd refound myself, but in a new and like just more grown light.
Yeah. Was that the last song that you finished on the record? Or
well, that's what I was saying. Funny enough, I started that one like towards the beginning of that process. Well, actually, that song has had a lot of different lifetimes, because the chord progression or a variation of that I had written in high school like a long time ago. But I ended up using those lyrics for a completely different track.
Oh, dang.
So I was kind of just always sitting on this chord progression, and then for me, it like felt nostalgic to just play that and kind of bring it back to like ground one, like where I started, and then reinvent that in who I am now, I guess.
Damn, that's awesome. Dang, that transformation is crazy. It's like it's a whole roller coaster in itself.
It took a while, but yeah, it was cool to finally wrap that one up.
That's awesome. What was the last song that you finished on the EP? Like what was the last one you wrote?
I want to say it was Fading. Yeah, Fading.
Gotcha.
Because like I said, I wrote the beginning and the end, and then it was kind of like filling in and connecting from top to bottom. So I feel like it was easier for me to come up with the ending halves, and then I just kind of filled in the space.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, and filmed in that space, and just like sonically, the sound of it, I feel like it's like funky and like groovy, and it's got some like cool stuff going on that you haven't really dove in too much on the last stuff. Was there like a click in your head, or like something where you're like, oh, I want to start making music like this? Like, did you hear something? Or like...
Yeah, I think I feel like that project as a whole was the first time that I wrote it very, very personally, and like kind of for myself, which is a little selfish, but like I feel like it was kind of time to do that, because everything that I had written before that was kind of just in order to fill up time sometimes. And I feel like I had a lot of time to actually sit down with this one and think about like what I wanted to write about.
Yeah.
So I feel like I put more of my own kind of flavor and influences in there, things that I like to listen to.
Heck yeah, that's dope. Yeah, is there so it's called Lobo for the non-Spanish speakers, that means wolf. And is why'd you, is it like lone wolf kind of play on words? Yeah,
I think I've always kind of had like a pack like mentality with my like just relationships and the way I move about life sometimes, and I feel like I'm good at being alone, but I also really ride for the people that are in my life actively. So I feel like I just really associated myself with that, and I don't know, I feel like people have described me with that personality type sometimes, so yeah, it just felt right.
That's dope. I love the artwork too, or like the on especially like the profile picture on Spotify where it's like the wolf like jacket.
I painted those.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, I like to paint sometimes too, so I made like a Rorschach style wolf that was like facing itself, because to me that was like representative of introspection and like self-reflection, and I just wanted to put that on one of my favorite jackets.
Hell yeah,
so I didn't spray paint it, but I like projected it onto the jacket, so it kind of gave it like a shiny feel.
Damn, that's dope. Are there things you don't do? Like you're an artist, you're a director?
I'm just really bad at everything.
Right. I disagree.
I'm trying to find something that I'm good at.
Disagree. Which, speaking of, just like when you were warming up, you were just like shredding on the guitar. I was like, I don't think I've ever really seen that side of you. Like,
sometimes it doesn't really come out in like the stuff that I make, because I try it. Like, I feel like I'm always at war with my own self, like trying not to overthink things, because like if it were up to me, it would fucking like have a riff every verse. Like, I don't know.
Hell yeah.
So I feel like one of the silver linings, coming from a place of privilege, of course, was like less being more, but less with intention. And I feel like I try to pour as much of that into Lobo, but yeah, I think naturally I kind of write stuff off like improvising and like being able to speak, but through my guitar. You know? Sounds really cliche, but
nah, it's true. It's true. Your guitar like sings. It's like its own thing. Like it's its own character on that. Yeah.
I feel like I feel more comfortable when I have a guitar on me than like if I were to have to give a public speech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel you. Was that the first instrument you grew up playing?
Yeah, I started when I was 9. I'm gonna be 24 this month. Holy shit. And yeah, my first guitar instructor was like really into metal, and I remember all of my classmates were learning like Hot Cross Buns and shit, and he had me learning like Enter Sandman.
Oh, sick.
So I kind of grew up on that for the first couple years, and then once I felt comfortable enough to kind of start learning on my own, and I started to kind of find my own style.
Nice. Last question about this. Have you ever played in like a metal band or like a punk band?
I have not. Nah. I did play in a couple bands growing up, but they were more like jazz rocky leaning.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that, who knows? It could still happen.
That'd be sick. It'd be sick if you were like a touring guitarist for some like metal band with like crazy
Slipknot, and like they don't even
throw on a mask, do your thing.
Yeah. It's like I'm behind the curtain, the one that's actually playing.
Right. Exactly. That'd be good. But yeah, I wanted to bring it back to Lobo just for the last couple questions. Is there again, like I know this is a really personal record, and is there like a through line, I guess, or like a message that you kind of wanted to get across? I know it kind of goes in and out of a few things in personal relationships and a lot of different things, but is there like a kind of a main like theme that you were trying to say?
Yeah, it's a good question, because I feel like there's so many perspectives that I've listened to this EP through, but I think overall, being yourself unapologetically and owning yourself to the fullest degree, and following through really actively with like everything that you do, and I think just that transformative time coming out of such a dark era, that it just was like a slap in the face, like to just really focus on the things that really matter.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh man, I love that. That's awesome. Well, yeah, with that, let's get into the last one, and then we'll wrap some stuff up.
Yeah, so I'll close it out with Things Change, ironically, with the first song.
It's getting cold, been sleeping alone. Miss the sound of your voices, the sweetest tone. Oh, what I do to see you smile there. But the truth is you ain't mine. I guess it's time, for me to let you go. Wish I could go back to the moment I met you. Right at that moment, I knew it'd be us two, taking on the world, yeah, baby. Know you'd be my girl, know you'd be my girl, yeah. Know you'd be my girl. But now things are different, oh, so different. It's just me by my lonesome, flooded with emotion. taking on the world, taking on the world, yeah, baby. Taking on the world, taking on the world, taking on the world.
So good, Jasper. So
Appreciate
good.
it, man. Thank you.
Man, that's like almost making me tear up over here.
Yeah, that's what we want. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Bring out the tears.
Yeah, it's so good. I'm like, I'm so floored by that song. Like in particular, the whole EP is amazing, but that song is just like
thank you.
holds a very, very special place in my heart. So yeah, thank you, man. And just to kind of finish it up, like, are you with Jasper with this new project? Do you have an album you're working towards? Do you have a tour, some new stuff to look forward to?
Yeah, funny enough, I feel like I haven't planned that far, but I feel like I'm excited to start writing again. And I feel like it was nice to have that sad boy moment, like that type of shit. But I'm excited to start making some upbeat stuff.
Yeah.
Like, some kind of update, because I feel like I finished writing that EP also like a year ago, around there. So yeah, I'm excited to just kind of update my sound even since then.
Heck yeah, that's great. Yeah, it's so cool. Like, because even on the EP, like you kind of go in between like some where you just be grooving, like it's perfect, like driving music, and then you could also be like sitting and tearing up to.
Yeah,
to
that was my goal. Is like nighttime drive, because like that's my favorite thing to do. So
heck yeah.
I think that's like the best situation to listen to my project in.
Okay, hell yeah. I mean, you nailed it. That's the best place for sure. Yeah, and I guess I just got to say thank you. I know I say this quite a bit, people who know me, but like this EP encapsulates so much what I think artists should do, and really making themselves vulnerable, because I think that's like at the truest like job of an artist, I guess, is to like make yourself so vulnerable so that the rest of us don't have to, and we have something to relate to. And it's like, that's that brave, like, you know, stepping out of yourself and making something for all these people to connect on. So just thank you for making that and putting that out.
That means a lot. Thank you. Yeah, I feel like it's always so weird having a journal and like personal entries and things like that out there for anybody to listen to. But I think I find comfort in that people can relate, and, you know, we can bounce back and forth and kind of be there for each other when like there's constantly going to be shit that goes wrong, but like as long as we got each other, we're chilling.
Hell yeah, I love that. That's the perfect way to end it. Thank you again so much, man. And yeah, if there's any shout outs or anything that we didn't touch on that you wanted to talk about or anything like that,
shout out to y'all watching. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope to see you soon.
Yes. Yeah. Be on the lookout for dates. I'll drop like your socials and everything in the description, and follow along with Jasper. Hopefully some dates are coming soon. Shout out to Troy.
Yep. Yeah, I'm doing it's called When You Grow Up Festival next Saturday on the 18th. So
I saw that.
Yeah, that'll be a cool time. It'll be a sunny day.
Nice. Love it. Go catch that for sure. And then from mine, just a quick shout out to, as always, Topo Chico Mineral Water. Thank y'all for being the best partners and for making the best mineral water. And DC Shoes for keeping the series alive after all these episodes. You really help us with everything, and you're just the best. And go rock some DC Shoes for the homies. And with that, Jasper, thank you again so much, and hope to see you soon.
Yeah, hell yeah. Thanks again for having me.
Of course.
Been a blast.
Hell yeah. First episode. Very, very honored. Unquiet.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, dude.